Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel, Let's Get Luxe. I have been looking forward to doing this video for quite some time. Today I'm going to be telling you all about my luxury wish list, so I'm excited to tell you about what's on my wish list and to see how much of it I can actually add to my collection. Now I know I'm not going to be getting all of these things on my list, but a couple of reasons I'm doing this video is because it's just fun to think about these things and to just fantasize about all those beautiful things on your wish list. Another reason is because I'm curious to know what's on your wish list. What is the top thing on your wish list? If you won the lottery tomorrow, what would you get? So be sure to comment in the comment section down below. I also wanted to do this video because it just gives me a perfect opportunity to just pepper you with eye candy. This whole video is going to be about amazing eye candy. Everything I mention here, to the extent that I can find it, of course, I will provide links down below to the items new and pre-loved, just in case your wish list matches mine and you want to check it out. For those of you who've been watching my channel, you are well aware that I have just really started dipping my toe into the luxury world and building my collection. So what you'll see mostly in this video are the pieces that are on my wish list that will go to building that foundation of luxury items. So a lot of the items you'll be seeing aren't necessarily surprising, but that I really feel can set the right tone for my luxury collection, and then I can build up from there. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about or describing these items. I'm going to go through it fairly quickly because there are so many. Before I get into the wish list, I have one request. I know you've heard this before, but I would love for you to consider liking this video and subscribing down below. And if you hit the bell next to the subscribe button, then you'll be notified every time I do a new video. So let's get into the good stuff. I'm going to now go through my wish list. Let's start with shoes. If I won the lottery today, I would definitely be starting with 2 pairs of Christian Louboutin shoes. They would just be the classic black pumps and the classic nude pump. These are shoes that I would love to have because they are gorgeous. I think I would feel gorgeous in them. And they are versatile in the sense that you can wear them with jeans on date night. You can also wear them at work. I feel like with a lot of Christian Louboutin shoes, they are classic and elegant, but at the same time, there's a little bit of an edge to them just because they have the red on the bottom. Optimistically, I'll say when I get these, I will be putting some sort of protectant on the bottom of the shoe to make sure that the red stays intact as much as possible. Next on my shoe wish list is the Stuart Weitzman Nudist sandal. I would love it in some sort of neutral beige color. I would also love it in black. These are versatile as well. Of course, I wouldn't be wearing them to work, but they are something that you can wear with a dress to a wedding or with jeans on date night. So I would also love these Stuart Weitzman Highland boots in black. These are the over-the-knee boots with the heel. I find these boots to be incredibly sexy. I haven't actually tried them on before, so I'm not sure if they'd be flattering on my particular figure, but whenever I've seen them on others, I just think they look amazing. We are now leaving Stuart Weitzman and we are going to Valentino. I've heard really good things about the Valentino Rockstud leather pumps. Obviously, they do have a bit of an edge because they do have those studs all along the shoe, but I think that's what makes them so interesting. On my current wish list is just the very popular Valentino Rockstud leather pump, but obviously Valentino has a lot of other Rockstud options. I actually love the look of the Rockstud flats, but I've heard that they're really uncomfortable. There have been several reviews that have indicated that the Rockstud pumps, the heels, are actually more comfortable than the flats. And then lastly, I just had to give honorable mention to a Jimmy Choo pair of shoes. For some reason, I just love the Jimmy Choo glitter pumps. There's some little girl in here somewhere that used to love the story about Cinderella, and I don't know, there's something about those shoes that are just so special and so stunning. Now, this is not a classic pair of shoes that is likely to end up in my closet anytime soon, but I just had to mention them because they are gorgeous. Next, we are going to these small leather goods. So I never thought that I would want a 6-ring key holder, but so many people say that it has become an indispensable part of their collection, and now I'm really excited to get one. I'm looking for the Louboutin 6 key holder. That being said, if it becomes hard to find, given what we've heard about the Louis Vuitton canvas becoming more scarce, I could definitely see going to the Chanel side of things. Chanel has a gorgeous key holder, so really it's one of the 2 of these that will be on my list. Next on my SLG wish list is the mini Pochette accessoire from Louis Vuitton. This one I wasn't sure if I would want, but when I did a poll on Instagram about which should be my first SLG, a lot of people mentioned this item. But I really have become really interested in the mini Pochette accessoire, and that has made it to my wish list. My third and final thing on my SLG wish list is something that you've heard me talk about before if you've seen probably any video I've ever done, and it is the Louis Vuitton Pochette accessoire, the full-size one. I had wanted it in the Damier event canvas. That has been discontinued. I was trying to get it in the Damier Azur canvas. It is impossible to find. But the reason why I really want this piece is because I want want a catch-all in my bag that is that gorgeous Louis Vuitton print. And also the Pochette accessoire is big enough and versatile enough to be a handbag. You just put on a crossbody strap or just use the strap that it comes with and carry it as a bag. So no wish list would be complete without talking about handbags. I am absolutely in love with the Saint Laurent wallet on chain. This is that gorgeous leather wallet on chain that has the chevron look to it. The leather comes in a number of different colors, as does the hardware. I personally love that nude color with the gold hardware. And this is a bag that I keep coming back to. I think it would just make my heart sing. Of course, also on my list, very high up, is the Chanel double flap. So the Chanel double flap is really one of my holy grail bags. I have always loved Chanel. I've always loved that particular bag. So this is one of those items that I am just determined to own. Sometime in my lifetime, I will be owning a Chanel double flap. I'll probably have to buy it pre-loved, but that's fine with me. And I'm really leaning towards the medium size, even though the jumbo size would probably make a little bit more sense just because it can hold so much more. I really am drawn for some reason to the medium size. I actually love the mini size as well, but just given my current lifestyle, I don't think that I'd be able to wear the mini one enough. And since I've been waiting my whole life to own a Chanel handbag, I really want something that I can wear on a pretty regular basis. And then lastly, again, this is probably not surprising, it's kind of standard, but I've been loving my Neverfull GM in the Damier Ebene canvas, and I would love at some point to get a Neverfull MM in the Damier Azur canvas. I have to do one honorable mention in this category as well. So I can't decide if this is a trendy bag or a classic bag. I think I'm feeling like it's a trendy bag, but I am really drawn to the Celine Nano. I love this bag for some reason. I don't even care that it looks like a robot face. I just think it's fun. I'm particularly drawn to it in the black. Actually seen some great sales when it comes to this bag, and I've seen a lot of them available on the pre-loved market. What's holding me back really is that I really am trying to build my collection with the classic pieces first before I go into the trendy area. When I've seen it in some pictures, particularly on the pre-loved market, it does seem like some of them just don't hold their shape very well. If it's going to get misshapen over time, that I worry about, especially if you're wearing it across your body. I don't know if it's the way that the bag moves across your hip or your body, but it does get a little bit lopsided over time. So that's another thing that's really been holding me back from owning this bag, but I absolutely love it, and I'm hoping that someday I'll be able to take the plunge. And lastly, I absolutely have to cover the accessories. I had a Chanel brooch on my wish list, but actually I was just lucky enough to win one recently, so that is officially off my wish list and onto my own list. I would have loved the Chanel earrings. As much as I love the Chanel earrings with the crystals in them, I have heard that the crystals can fall out on occasion, so I would actually probably prefer earrings without the crystals. I also love the Hermes Clic H bracelet. And then last on my accessories list, I have 3 belts. The first belt is the Hermes belt. I don't know if I would get it in silver or gold hardware, but I do find the reversible option pretty fabulous, so I would probably want to get a reversible. Also on my list, totally predictable, but it would be 2 Gucci belts. I am a slave to my Instagram feed. I don't know what to tell you, but I am totally jumping on the bandwagon when it comes to the very trendy Gucci belt that has the Gucci Marmont logo. This belt is on my brain. I don't know what it is, but every time I put on an outfit that this belt would remotely look good with, I get that much closer to just pre-ordering that belt. I've seen it for pre-order on the Neiman Marcus website and elsewhere. I'll link that down below in case you want to pre-order it as well, but I am definitely thinking about getting that belt. I have seen it reversible as well. However, I have heard that people have had to bring their reversible belt back because there have been issues. I have heard about those issues. I think I would probably stay away from the reversible belt. And then lastly, the third belt that I'm interested in is also a Gucci belt. It has the Gucci interlocking logo. I would probably get it in the light gold hardware. I also love that the leather has the Gucci logo all along the leather belt. This one has a more classic feel, so it really is more properly on this wish list. The other Marmont belt is definitely more of a trend item, but just because I really would love to have that belt, I had to include it. So thank you so much for watching this video. I love sharing this fun journey with you, and I love showing you this beautiful eye candy. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe down below. I hope you'll consider joining my YouTube family. Be sure to let me know what's on your wish list in the comment section down below, and perhaps I'll be adding some of your wish list items onto my wish list. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!